All right. As always, don't forget, hit that subscription icon at the bottom or whatever it's called, notification bell.
It's been that long, huh?
That drink?
You take a month
so
off,
not
he
ready
forgets
for
how to
this.
talk.
I forgot. I used to have this shit down pat. Like I used to be like
Blah,
running it
blah,
off. Yeah, and I was like blah 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 blah. Anyway, so
That's what happens when you live in the country, bro.
yeah, I'm telling you, it's crazy out here in the streets. Anyway, so it's a Monster Week in sports, and I'm not going to get too much into anything particular. There is just one main topic I do want to discuss. I want to go over with you because it's been the polarizing topic going on currently, and that is about Aaron Rodgers. So.
Yeah.
For the individuals who watch the show or maybe are a part of the show and don't know anything about sports, Phoenix, I'll go ahead and
Damn.
It'd be like that.
I'll go ahead and tell you.
I get caught up with sports through you, literally.
I know.
Yeah, for real.
So back in the beginning of the season, everybody's out there. Oh, a little PFCR, Mr. Nelly. What up?
Yeah, he was trying to
Finale.
get in, and I was like, I can't. It's gonna screw up the layout.
Oh, the whole thing would be
Chicks
messed up.
Monster's been working on the layout.
Yeah. You
So
gotta,
shout out to
give me a
him.
heads up early on. I could have had a separate screen ready for you, but next time. Anyway, so Aaron Rodgers in the beginning of the season, they're all asked about vaccinations, and because the NFL has put very strict rules in for those people who are vaccinated and those who aren't vaccinated, and there's certain protocols they have to go through and they have to follow. So during the beginning of the season, before the season started, it was asked by Aaron Rodgers, "Are you vaccinated?" And his response was like, "Yeah, I'm immunized, and I don't hold it against people who aren't vaccinated, who are vaccinated. That's their own opinion and stuff like that." But he used the word immunized, right? And nobody really followed up to the question. Nobody asked him anything, and it kind of went away. So Aaron Rodgers has been seen in the sidelines with no masks, right? He's been greeting players on opposing teams after the games with no mask on or anything of that nature. He goes to his press conferences with the reporters, no mask on, and nothing like that, right? And he just recently this weekend got tested right after Halloween, which it was reported that he did go to a Halloween party around a bunch of people, and he got tested positive for COVID. And it comes back that the league finally said that they don't qualify him as a vaccinated individual and they consider him unvaccinated, right? So there's a lot of backlash around that, and they felt like he misled everybody by what he was doing. Then you turn around and find out he comes out Friday and does this huge press conference with the Pat McAfee. He goes on the Pat McAfee show every week on Tuesdays, and he does about a half-hour talk with them, with Pat McAfee and AJ Hawk. And he came out on Friday, and he's like, basically he was saying how he has a team of doctors who did all this research on the vaccinations, and that he found that there was a 500-page report that he put together, and he found that he was allergic to ingredients in Moderna and Pfizer, so he didn't want to take those, and he was scared about everything that was going on, so he was upset. Is he talking about me?
I think so.
It could just be the new studio, man. Back off. Whiskey, there you go. So he was afraid because
I like how he says it to you. You drink and everybody else just drinks.
Yep. So he didn't want to take the Johnson & Johnson because of all the things that were happening with the blood clotting and everything like that. So he submitted this report to the NFL to try to be considered immunized based on this holistic thing that he did and everything like that. And it's been a huge backlash. People are just ripping him in the media. And I just wanted to see what you guys thought about it. I'll take another sip because obviously I have dry mouth.
Who wants to go first?
Tasha. Yeah.
Me. Okay, bet.
Yeah,
All
the
right,
guest.
put the girl on blast. All right. First things first, I'm not gonna sit here and say that he used immunized, right, versus vaccinated. Okay, so I mean, let's be real. People with the vaccine could still get COVID. Let's just put that out there. It's not like you're completely safe from it. It could still happen. I feel like could you still be safe and prevent certain things? Yeah, put your mask on. I mean, some people are like, oh, I have the shot, I don't have to do it, whatever. I don't have the shot. I'll be honest, I'll be upfront. I haven't taken the shot, any of the shots, whatever. I still wear a mask everywhere I go. I don't give a damn. I obviously know about this. I have my mother-in-law who's taking the mask. She wears taking the vaccine, and she wears the mask everywhere she goes. I feel like you in the position that you are in, if you know you're going to be around so many people doing whatever you're going to do, press conferences or whatever, be a little mindful about that. Don't just say what people want to hear, saying, "Oh yeah, I got it." If you don't got it because of certain reasons, that's fine. You don't have to share that information because that goes against HIPAA. If technically you don't have to share what you have or what conditions you have, but I would still be mindful of others and wear my mask. That's me. So,
well, I guess
I don't know.
That's the problem. I guess according to the way that the media is looking at it, that yes, there's HIPAA and stuff, but that's not pertaining to whether you've been vaccinated or not. And they expect people to the players to come out and tell if they are. His argument was that he gets tested daily. So every single day throughout the season.
Nobody gets tested daily.
No.
That's a bunch of bull.
No, that's not. No, the NFL has strict guidelines in place
Well,
for
they
people.
do, yes.
So he does get tested daily. It's an NFL mandate because he is considered unvaccinated. So he's getting tested daily by the NFL, and he feels that because the fact he was getting tested daily, that he is one of the safest people that are in the building, right? Because
but I mean, prime example, Nico got tested 3 times, 2 times with the quick rapid test and they came out negative. The PCR took a few days and they came back positive. So it might reflect one thing, it's another thing.
Yeah.
So he might not have known.
Yeah.
So, I mean, he's sitting around doing what he had to do, but he thought he was on and clear, and then look what happened.
Yeah,
Things happen.
Oh yeah, and then you turn around and Nick Chubb this week, he is a vaccinated individual, and he has tested positive for COVID. So you're absolutely right. You can still retain the virus even if you're tested. His argument is he should have the right to put into his body what he wants. But what the media is arguing isn't the fact that he's not tested or everything else. They feel like he lied to the public.
He misled
Yeah,
them.
yeah.
Because
That's where I was gonna go with.
he admitted facts, and that's where people are pissed. So go ahead, Mazai. You can talk.
Yeah, I think that the fact that he lied is which is kind of fucked up. Put other people.
Did he lie though?
That's the thing. It's not about it's he misled them. He didn't lie, but the omission of the truth isn't good either. So go ahead.
But that just means that's okay. If it means lead people, that goes against his character. That goes against his integrity. To me. Mm-hmm. So that's kind of fucked up because he put other people in danger that's around him, not just his family, but other people, his agent. Because it ain't just about the other players. It's everybody. Remember, he is families. Aaron Rodgers. He is a human. He is a walking company because he has people, his agents. He has people around him. Not only does he work for a big organization, he also gets interviewed by people. He misled everybody, and he put all those people in danger for that shit. So I've seen people get fired over that shit.
His argument over that, though, is number one, that the reporters aren't allowed to be there unless they've been vaccinated. Number one. And number two, hold on, and number two, that they are required to be almost 20 feet away from him when he's at the podium. So they're not anywhere near him in all reality. They're further than 6 feet, at least. That I can tell you.
It's a podium. It's every time he gets interviewed, and the podium is it out and where there's a podium, is it outside or inside all the time?
They're inside. They're in the building.
So air gets circulated regardless.
Okay, but that
air conditioner.
Hold on, that brings up a whole nother topic though, because
no, I'm just saying so he's gonna use as an excuse and all that. It's BS.
Well, I think I agree because he tries to use like the science of it and stuff, but like the science, the science, like you say, like. The science says, well, he wants to argue science where it fits his needs. Well, the science says you should be at least 6 feet away. They're 20 feet away, so they're not in danger of anything that I'm doing. But yet, you're like, the science also says...
Is he the only one that uses the mic?
Probably not.
All right. I mean, we don't get to see that part, but do they wipe it down before he gets on the mic or after?
Probably
I have
not.
no idea. I mean,
so that's the other thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
They probably do, but that's the other thing you got to think about.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
I just think him misleading it just speaks to his character. Now,
and that's the biggest topic that people bring it up. They are beating him down on his character and what he and everything else because
by his choice of words,
correct.
instead of saying vaccinated, saying immunized.
Well, see, the thing was it doesn't help because during the whole off season, and this is where it is part of the conversation, even though it doesn't necessarily should be. During the entire off season, Aaron Rodgers was ripping the organization and the GM that he wanted to be more involved. He didn't like what was going on, and he was saying that he wanted to get he wanted more control, and he was dogging the entire organization for things they did. And now people are questioning if any of that's really true then. Because if you're not being truthful about all this, because you want to get your way, that you don't have to deal with what you're dealing with now, were you really being truthful about all the stuff that was going on with the organization? Or were you just saying things in order to get your way? Right? And so it brings up a lot of questions about whether people trust him and his authenticity now. So,
of course.
Yeah. But anyway, I digress. We can change the subject. I got to ask one more thing for a Monster Week in Sports, because I know Nate, you probably do you have anything you want to add to it, or you good or?
Nah, the best decision I made today was having Tasha go first.
Yeah, I figured once you said that, I know you don't really care about this, so I'll skip you.
Damn.
Messiah, I gotta know. I got a question for you. I gotta know. Where's OBJ going, bro? So
rumor has it they're thinking he's going to New England.
So
I don't want
for
him.
those of you who don't know, Odell Beckham Jr. was a polarizing figure for the Giants, and he was traded to the Browns, and he's been recently cut by the Browns and been released, and he passed waivers, which means he's allowed to sign with any team he wants. And so right now everybody's waiting to see where he's going to be, and the rumors are Bill Belichick wants him some Odell bad. Like a bad.
Him and Mac Jones will probably be good together.
Question is, can Mac Jones get the ball down the field? Does he have that kind of arm? I don't know. Like he doesn't throw the ball down the field, so I don't know. But
look, and they say he had that arm.
He got that arm,
bro. He does.
He's also rumored to be possibly the Saints, possibly the Packers. Right? Those are a couple other teams.
Adrian Peterson's back.
I know, that's crazy, right?
That's crazy,
dude. And he got a touchdown in his first game, being there for like 3
years.
It
is crazy,
dude. He's 36 years old.
I'm gonna have to watch some games, man.
Running back too, like which the lifespan of a running back in the league is about 5 years.
Yeah.
We got the right stuff.